Hi guys, and thanks for joining me again on another episode of Annie's Diary. In this episode today we're going to weld up the hole in the floor and closing panel and get the rear end all cleaned up underneath, ready for the new subframe to go on. So without further ado, let's start by getting the carpets out. Right, to get the carpets out, all we need to do is take out the seatbelts, and that will allow us to lift the rear half of the carpet. So let's crack on. And just like that, that's the carpets out. Our floor doesn't look too bad, to be honest. You can see there where it's been patched, and also what's this here, is that just dirt? Now it's been welded by the looks of it under here for the handbrake. I believe they're quite bad for going there actually, but that's just blobs of weld. Not the greatest, but it's not seen. And also on this side here, you can see where they've stitched a repair section in here for the floor, where it meets the inner sill. I wouldn't be surprised if bits of that inner sill have been repaired as well. So yeah, on the whole, the floor's not too bad. Quite pleased with that. That's obviously the stuff, the tar, bitumen stuff that comes in the factory. Yeah, so no doubt that's helped it as well. Big nail under there. Don't know what a nail's doing in the car. But yeah, now for this fella. Because of the rot here, we're going to take it a bit further back to clean metal. So what I'll do is I'll just cut a bit of this deafening stuff away with blade. Hopefully it'll come away nicely so that it doesn't look like a dog's dinner. The rust's about here, so if I cut back here, here, and try and get a nice straight line down here. I can maybe try and get this away in one piece. It's probably helping because the car's warm and it's warm outside. Right, there we go. So now I just need to try and peel this off. Easier said than done. Try and get a scraper into that back no more. Right, let's see if this magic scraper will get underneath it. It's just breaking up, it's too brittle. Kind of hoping I would have got that off in a warner and then just stick it back down again, but obviously that's not going to be the case. What I should have actually done was got the hot air gun and warmed it up. Right, I think that's what I should have done the first time. Not to worry, lesson learned. Then I could have stuck that back down again. Right, now we need to clean this back to a good surface. I won't film that bit because the lens on the camera is knackered as it is, so I'll just quickly do that off camera. Right, I've started giving that a clean back with the big grinder, that beast right there, but it's just a little too big to get in where I need it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my little air grinder. Now with this I've took the guard off it, which you shouldn't do, but we live in the real world and the guard wouldn't let me get proper access to what I want. So I've took the guard off it, but I will be wearing my PPE. It is important to have your ear defenders on and your goggles, because you need your ears to hear and you need your eyes to see. And also when you're using it without the guard, just be careful because you can take a finger off, and you need your finger for picking your nose and pointing at idiots like me. So yeah, if you're going to do it with the guard off, guys, just remember and be careful. Righty-ho, this is where I'm up to just now. I'm using this tool. It's called a Roloc. Dave Jaguar 66 put me onto this tool a couple of years ago when I was in Austria. Great tool, absolutely brilliant, especially for getting into tight areas. So I'm cleaning up this area around about here. Cut all the rust out it, or the rust that I can get to anyway, and left with a square hole. I had to extend it slightly here, overcut here, but I'll just weld that up. And I've also started doing the inside here, the closing panel for the subframe mounts, and as you can see there, that panel is absolutely rotten. It's got this white stuff in it. It's not filler, it's like a rubbery stuff. So I can only guess that was put on in the factory for extra protection. So I'll clean off what I can on this, and obviously I'll have to make a panel up for it. I've got a funny feeling at the bottom of the wheel arch there is going to turn into a big hole, as you can see there. Got a funny feeling that's going to go into one big hole as well. And it will end up getting a full restoration in time, but at the moment the priority is just to get her back on the road. So I'm just going to crack on. Right, I'm just going to stop for my tea. So when I come back after my tea, my dinner, evening meal, whatever you want to call it, you can see here, this is like a closing panel for your inner sill. There's two spot welds here, so I'm going to drill these spot welds out, and that will allow me to start picking off this panel. There's a spot weld hole there, possibly there, and I'll clean up under here, and that will allow me to pick that panel off more or less in a winner, because as you can see there, there's not a lot left of it. So I'll either make one or I'll see if I can maybe steal Angus's one, because he doesn't exactly need it just now. So anyway, when I come back after my tea, I'll bash on with that. Righty-ho, after a bit more fettling, or poking, I should say, this is what we're left with. This whole closing panel's rotten. It's gone. Shot. That's what it should look like. Obviously that goes that way to the outside. But I'm just going to make this panel. Save that for Angus. So I'll make that panel for in there. I'm going to have to also cut the bottom end of this wheel tub, because as you can see there, it's all rotten. So that's a bit of a shit, but these things happen. So what turned out to be one little hole here and an even smaller hole on this side has turned into a little bit more. So that's where we're at. Right, just before I finish up for today, this is what I've pulled out the bottom of the bin here. Now that stuff stinks. It's like oil, burnt oil, God knows what else. But this car's always had a horrible smell to it. Obviously that's where it's coming from, because the inside of the bin there, if I can shine the light in a little bit better, you can see that's really shiny, and that's like an oily substance. Why anybody would put that on the inside of a car is beyond me. So I mean, there's a good chance that's been the horrible smell that this car's had inside it since I bought it. So I'm going to give that a little wash up with some brake cleaner or something, just to get rid of all that muck, because it's getting a bit too late now to do any more grinding. I really do need to think of my neighbours, so I can't upset them. And that inner sill at the back there doesn't look too clever. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a bin out, but we'll see. Right, quickly looking at this, there's actually metal. There's actually metal behind this. So they've obviously put that in when they've repaired the floor. They've done that somehow. But I mean, they've left that sharp. That's sharp as feck. Honestly. Oh, that's where we're at. Anyway, that's going to be all for tonight, and we'll continue this hopefully tomorrow again. It'll be at least 24 hours for me, but it'll be the blink of an eye for you guys. That's after a quick clean up. And you can see how clean it is now. I'll need to obviously try and tidy up the repairs inside here. Get rid of that ragged edge, because if anybody sticks their hand in there, they'll rip it to shreds. So just do the same on the other side. This is the passenger side bin in Annie, and again you can see the black crude oil that's in there. And same again with that. The inner shell's been plated. There is metal at the back of that, but they've left it all ragged. And why would you do that? I mean, surely if you're going to go to the extent to do the repair, you will get rid of the raggedness. Yeah, fair dues, it's not seen, but come on, man. If somebody was to stick their hand in there, you know what children are like? They get poking about, stick their hand in there and then rip their fingers off. I mean, that's... rip the glove. Aye. Some people have got absolutely no shame. Well guys, I'm going to call it a day at that. So if you have made it this far, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next episode, where I will be starting to make progress on getting that hole welded up and the closing panel fitted, and yeah, we'll see how we get on in episode 5. So in the meantime, I'll finish off getting that bin in there cleaned up because it's absolutely humming, and I'll leave you with a little bit of footage on the rear subframe, a closer look at it now that it's out of the car. Catch you later. Annie's subframe. Look at the rot. Now this came out relatively easy, partly because I soaked the bolts that go in the heel board here in oil for a few weeks, but this has been changed at some point. Look at the rot. And the brake back pads don't look, the back plate and the brakes don't look good. I'll probably have to go and get renewed. Not good at all. That's minging. Eh. Absolutely minging.